Greetings and welcome to City Skylines Deepburg, episode 35. So, traffic once again is backing up down these roads, and you can see it is affecting all of these areas. So I think it's time we start paying attention to a lot of these areas that we've been kind of ignoring. Number one, when I tried to place the advanced train station down, I destroyed a subway that I have not replaced, and I was shouted at immediately upon failing to replace it, but by the comment section, but I never got around to it. So let's put this down now. It will go to there. 40 degrees, please. That's clearly not right. To there. One that way. Boop. And then one that way. There we go. Both lines are now back intact. It should be able to resume all operations immediately. That line might just take a second to reacquire, but that should hopefully reduce the amount of people taking this route here. I think they're heading over here. Then to that. I think they're actually heading to that depot. That's the train station. They actually can see them here. Look, big batches of them. But so that should hopefully help that problem, so they won't cut across these roads anymore. That won't solve the traffic problem though. The traffic problem is still a big traffic issue for us. Now, I've been playing with a new mod, which is click right in the middle here, and it's stats for train stations. So you see this train station here is imported 8k from the outside world and sent 624k of imports. So that makes no sense. 300k, yeah, but local, it's done a lot more local traffic. And when I went to investigate this, turns out most of its traffic is coming from outside here, from outside there, but over here, it's stopping off at this train station quite a lot. When I look at that train station, 2,000 units, 2,000, so 2 billion units are going out the door right now. To this in the station, coming from that train station, and even the one up here, I believe, occasionally. Very rarely. You can see the roads. You've got brown here, so the trucks are heading up that way. Down here, you got the trucks heading there, and over here, you got all these trucks here. But they're even bringing cargo from this sector, and a lot of it's actually coming from the roads over here. So yeah, so they are getting things coming. There we go. So on this road over here. So they're bringing a lot of things by road, and these roads are coming down here and into the industrial area to get loaded onto a train. Now that's the problem. They're coming on the roads into our industrial area to get into a train station, and I think that's what's causing our traffic problems for the most part, because this train station does seem to have a lot of traffic coming through it that we wouldn't normally expect to see. Can I get rid of that horrible? Thank you. So I think if we could divert some of this local traffic, shall we call it, away from these roads and this one here over somewhere else, might be able to save ourselves a bit of hassle. Now, I don't want to get into the road network. I can do that, but I don't want to. But we're also getting some congestion with vehicles coming through and trying to get to places and problems. So I'm thinking a bit of a revamp to some areas. Number one, I want to take these stations, which are all doing their job absolutely brilliantly, and I want to leave them alone, generally as they are, but I want to make sure none of them can talk to this area. I want to have the trains coming in to an exchange area where the cargo will be offloaded from here and onto a train that comes just here. And this one here then can have, this station will be the international station, and there'll be another station for local goods. Now that would require demolishing a lot of track and rerunning some stuff, because I don't want these tracks to overlap. So what I'm going to do is very quickly use the track tool. Trains. I'm going to run this track here. This track here is going to basically go away in essence. I'm going to run this track probably from here somewhere, maybe from over here. Ooh, over here would be nice. Take it from there, run it across and down. We can make the hub thing over here, and these train tracks can go up and meet. We can do a little hub over here. This is actually a nice little plateau to do a hub on as well. All right, that's the plan. We'll hub it to here. So first of all, let's get a train track up and running from over here. Now what I want to do is take this track and pull it off from there. We're on bendies? No, we're not bendies. Bendies. Take it off there as small as we can. Just like that. Good. And then we'll run it parallel. To do that, I'm going to use the move tool just to bring that in. And so you can keep that, look at that, nice and parallel. Now the reason for doing parallel here is I want to give it a nice long turn. I want to elevate it. This train track will be elevated for most of its runtime. There we go. Now, once it gets there, it's going to begin a nice 90-degree turn. It's going to go across this motorway and going to go that way. Boom, there. That will be the oncoming track going that way, and that track then will run. Now, where can we just... I want to get that to... I'm disorientated myself. I want to get that to here. So that can go straight across there and then down. Okay. So you... straight line tool... I'm going to go this way. And you keep going that way for a fair while. I don't want the train track doing too many ups and downs if we can help it, so let's... This one's basically the one to have to do because of the roads in the way. Right, and then it gets to this area here. So I'm going to, for now, drop you off... I drop you off there. That'll do fine. Now we'll run a second track right along parallel with it. But I'm going to have a little bit of a gap here. A little bit of a gap. No, let's just put them as close together as we can get them. Let's just do that one straight there to get across that water. Pop this over here so they can line up. I want to be... I'll deal with you in a minute. I want to be as close to parallel as they can be. Wish there was an undo button. I want to be close to parallel as they can be so they go and place themselves slightly off centre of each other. You two are good. And put the one right there. See, I can see that you're not going to be trying. You're not even trying to be parallel. You don't even try. Well, now you're trying. All right. So what we're going to do? Woo, thank you. What we're going to do here is going to use the move tool to just level those two out. There we go. Can you go pick? You appear to be a dip now. Perfect. Right, so that keeps you to pretty much level, and we'll continue your little run. Now you're going to come all the way over here, and then you'll be here. Now if it's right, you won't have a dip, or there's not much of a dip. Good. And then you get to here. So your job now, when you get here, to be just to get to there, then begin a turn. That will put you pretty much on power going down that way and connecting to that track. So I'm going to put you there. Move tool just to get it into a more of an alignment with the track that you're going to go down to. Drop it down to the ground level. It's a nice smooth drop ideally. And sure. It's not bad actually. Let's just move tool it a little bit. There we go. There we go. We have these two nice meeting tracks, and they don't cross at all, so there should be no congestion on these two from each other, and we'll deal with any congestion at the other end. So at the other end, hi guys, we want you to come over here and be able to supply this. Now this is going to be a little train hub. One set train is going to go over here, and I might just have some connecting to that one, and that one separately. That wouldn't be too bad an idea actually. Each of these stations having a dedicated train line heading. Stop complaining about that. I mean, it's its own thing. This would be pretty cool. Can I use this? Train station with 12 platforms. Each platform can have a separate track connected. Passengers can easily change our passenger station. Passengers to change lines. Why passengers? Why on cargo? Alright, so this is going to be the way it's going to be. We're going to need a nice big cargo station up here. So let's go with... Can we have 4-lane? No. Can we have... Okay, we're going to use big roads because it's going to be cargo. It's going to be nothing but cargo. So I want to have lanes going forward, lanes turning off, and see if that makes a difference. So we'll start in... Is this area pretty flat? Yeah, we'll start over here. And we won't be touching much of the road initially. But I'm going to try to avoid it if we can. Right, so the first one's going to be... Bring those two train tracks down here. And then those can come across and meet up. Right, so we'll start you here. Run that straight down. Let's do it over... Let's do you here. straight down. It's a one-way road, so we need to figure out how to screw us over in a very short space of time. Give me some train stations to play with, please. Cargo train station, good. You can go there, and the one when we're in 60,000 can go the other side, and that will be the two that feed into these two tracks. So let's get that lined up properly. You would come over here, and you know what? You can stay elevated as long as we can. Also, it will encourage that not to drop down to the ground for any reason. There we go. Bring that over to here. Take the outer one because we can. Pop that. Okay, in the trees. It's a little bit awkward to see what we're doing here, but that should, if it would line up with that at least. Could you come a bit further forward? Thank you. That should line up with that. A nice little turn there. You will line up with the one on the. Pretend we didn't do that. You come forward here to about there. You would then go to there. Yep, so you need to come forward a bit more, but you can move forward. There, you would line up with that. Boom, little turn there, straight to that train station. All will be good there. So that's now trains coming in. And then when the goods get unloaded, they'll go that way. Which way is their spawn point? I feel their spawn point's on this side. I can swap them. I've installed the swap spawn points mod, but I'd rather not if we can help it. So let's just flip you guys around. There we go. Right, so that'll be your cargo comes in. You would then go up here a little bit more. Why not? The more room they have to do stuff, the more room they have to not be a problem, right? Make one big turn there, and then we'll have them go across here. This looks like it might be big enough for the job. I'm making it. I'm purposely making this bigger than I want it to be because I want to make sure we have enough room for enough train depots if we need them. And that can come across here. Ooh. That will come across. You know what? Could you give me a turn right there? They're off alignment, good. I was kind of hoping they would be perfectly aligned, but no. Well, that would be too easy, wouldn't it? Bring that across to there. Hopefully that's lined up. Not quite, but it'll give us a half decent turn. And then connect that back up there. So we have a one-way loop that connects that train station to over there. Now what we could do is move these closer. I want to make sure we have enough room for that other train line to get across here. So what we'll do is I'm not going to drop it. I just want to see if I put you over here. You would be basically 2 blocks high, and the road will be there. So yeah, we need to measure it down. Once I can figure out where it drops down, I'll then be able to move that station closer to the edge because I want it to be close to the edge if possible. 60,000 for the train station. We are at full speed. Let's make some cash, people. Ooh, you pretty buildings. I mean, we're still getting. Look at this congestion here. Yeah, this isn't going to stop. So what we'll do is have one train station for each of these. So 3 train stations in here for them. One for the. I think these are producing some cargo as well. Another train station. We could probably bring a train station from somewhere over here. I don't know where it would be. Probably cargo train station off of this building. I don't know if it needs one. Probably would be good to have a cargo train station somewhere around here. Maybe put it over here so it can link into these roads. We'll deal with that one as we can, but that gets a bunch of stations. This should be enough to do it. If you can't, we can always expand that road out anyway, so not an issue. Alright, ooh, 60,000. Cargo train station, please. Right, so, first things first, I need to put you down there just so I can see your actual angle. And then I need to take you, straight line tool, and ask you to elevate. Now, put that there to elevate just enough for the road. We can then take you two out and move you right up to the edge there. That gives us all this room over here to play with the internal vehicles. I'll pop you there, bulldoze that track, and move you to be in alignment with that one, please. through. Alright, so train tracks. Train tracks. So you should elevate immediately and then connect. You need to go away and then you should elevate immediately. And then straight across there. And then I need to be getting you to make that turn to meet this track here. So bring that track forward. Wait to there, switch to bendy track. Put you there. To there. There we go, we have 2 tracks coming in. They're dedicated to these 2 train stations. There'll be no problem with these guys bringing cargo in and out. We could put a little loop on these tracks to help them get return, but I don't feel the necessary need to do that. So they're done. That's all they're going to do is bring cargo into these 2 train stations from the outside world and then export it to the outside world. Now, that's done. So, next up is to build more train stations. They're expensive, so we'll probably need to get some loans out for this. But we're going to run some water pipes out here because they are complaining about the lack of water. There we go, water pipes are in place. Power cable. We could probably run a wind turbine out here and just say, hey, you can be powered by this one little device. But no, let's run a power cable. Power cable from there, straight down to there, across that bridge if we can. Get straight into that train station. Right there. There we go. So that'll be you now connected. Power should be through, and your power should be through. You are both operational. There's nothing going to happen, because you have literally no reason to be connected to the world right now. Let's get a loan out here. Let's get ourselves 60,000. Let's go with 60,000. That should be enough for 1 train station to make a proof of concept train, right? Yes, the 4 degrees. Now, should we make these... What we should do is not have multiple trucks on the same one. So what we could do is, now that one's in place there, I'm going to keep these big roads, and we'll send a road down there that will actually have a train station either side of it, and keep the train stations as close as we can to each other. Okay, so that train station there is how big in road terms? Let's use a small road to be used to those sort of measurements. So we can't build up to that, so we can come out there, and we'd have to build up to 400 out. So we'd have to build about there, build down. But actually that's really useless to us, we're using that road type. So we need to build out to probably about 960, yes. 960 is the length of a train station, so from there, 960. That suggests that would give us a train station with no problems. So let's find out. Train station. Way too much gap. But we could use that as a throughput line for a non-stop line, but I don't think we're going to be using non-stop lines here. Could you not be in the railway mode when I hit build those, please? Alright, let's try it again. We should wait to put a train station down without needing the road first. So if we do there, would that be sufficient? That looks like it would actually line up with the numbers. It does, okay, that's good. We put that there. We can demolish that bit of road as it's not needed. Switch to a road type. We're going to go from here that way, and your truck's going to run down there, and this gives them time to get into lanes and stuff, and hopefully we'll be doing stuff down here. If not, we'll shrink this down later on maybe. Upgrade tool just to flip those around. There we go. And that train station, which now has no water, because obviously it hasn't got water. Why would it have water? 440 and run. And run it to make it run in parallel. There we go. Right, so you're done. So now you need to be connected, and this is all it's going to do. This one is to be connecting these 2 train stations, which get out external loads, and send these out to where are we? We could put it here, and we want to disconnect this train station from the external world. There'll be no reason then, because it'll have these 2 train stations to feed it. Yes. And then what we'll do is then we'll have that'll be there. And then we'll have another train station that feeds this train station, so they have like a one-to-one link. It's expensive, but I'm trying to keep the congestion down on trains, so I need another train station. Oh, Look at that. Don't we just happen to have some cash in the bank right now? Pop that there. We could put it on this side. It would be awkward to get the tracks in place. You can come down there. Pass under that one. You know what, we could put it over here right next to this one. But that is a passenger one. It's got a lot of vehicles. It doesn't have a lot of vehicles. It is kind of out of the way. It is kind of out of the way, but I don't think it's out of the way enough. It would be nice to place it there, though, wouldn't it? Well, yeah, because it wouldn't congest this side up anymore, because it'd be separate. But we could put it over here, though. It'd be near these hotels and stuff, but this would make a better place overall, right there. What is that? Yeah, we can't put it there because we can't go through that, because that's the horse thing, so it's going to have to go here. But we could move it if we find it's inconvenient. Where's our train line going up here? Right, so this train line here, you're going to come out. So you're going to be elevated immediately, as all of our train lines will be. There we go, and you're going to be on straight line mode. And this may completely fail, by the way, as an experiment. We don't know yet. So this line is just going to come bearing down here, full speed, straight over the highway. Right, and it's going to have a nice big ass drop down here, and then try and turn. I don't think we're going to make that turn, to tell you the truth. Pause a second, because I think we're going to end the power cable out while we do this. Now, can we make that turn? I honestly don't think we can, but it's easy enough to move the train station back a bit. I mean, technically, the game says yes, but that's just stupid. Alright, yeah, I doubt we're going to make that turn. Right, so first of all, you need to come across that road anyway, regardless of anything that we say here. Then the train station says yes, but I say that's too close. So I'm going to deny you that one and move the train station across a little bit. Move you across that way. There we go. We can always reposition the train station if we deem it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing enough. But you then need to come down here, and you can turn to ground on the bend. Or can you be elevated sufficiently quickly? Doesn't look too bad. I prefer it to drop down. Bulldozer. I prefer it to drop. Really? You thought that was a good idea to go back to? There you go. Yeah, I prefer it to be turning on the level and then dropping down, even though that drop is quite substantially harsh. But I'm happy with that for now. Not much more we can do about that. We could move you back to there. And then drop you down a bit, just to even that out. There we go. And then that way you would have a bit more room for this turn. There we go. And that way you could actually begin a smaller drop down, like that. I wish we could change the angle there, that'd be kind of cool, but yeah, that ain't gonna happen, is it? Alright, that train station is now connected. Get that power cable back up, which turns out actually is just our train station power cable, so nobody would have really noticed that from the new system, so we can unpause straight away. Pop you across the road there, bring you down. Oh, we actually elevated that one, we can go over the train track. You over here, and then elevate, over, elevate, and connect it to there. Alright, so that train line is now connected to here. And this one's going to be all about import-exports, and we can confirm that by potentially severing this line from the outside world. This will help with some congestion problems. Now we can't separate from this outside world just yet, as it is currently handling all of the traffic from all those stations. But hopefully we'll start seeing cargo coming into that train via these trains, via these lines here. I don't know when we'll see the first train on those, but we'll hopefully find them. Alright, we'll assume that's going to start working pretty quickly. We have a random helicopter over here. Police helicopter. Ooh, we haven't got a fire department. Because, yes, that is a thing that will potentially occur here. Fire department, police station, because somehow you'll get crime out this way as well. Let's see. We also will need a crematorium for the staff that will die out here. I might even do a passenger train station out here just to make sure we can get people in for. We'll run a subway potentially. Alright. So, anybody on this line yet? I don't think we'll see anybody for a short while. As the trains probably haven't even spawned yet to start using that. Alright, that being said, we already have a few vehicles out here that are normal. Good. Now, it might be we have to change some of these vehicles out. Oh, there we go. That's our first cargo vehicles using the train station over here. That's good. Right, so that's one done. Next up is going to be trying to reroute some of these trains from over here into that network there, which we can only do if you can get the train station each. Can I can't set up routes for cargo train stations? Can I? No. See, I wish I could, because I can control which side of the station they'd use. So what we'd have to do is that's fine. One station going to each depot is not sufficient, so I might have to bring the track in this side, and that might work. But then the risk that they'll continue straight through and just go straight to there, and I don't want that. So no. Alright, so next up is going to be a train station from here. It will come down. It won't go anywhere near this area, it'll probably go across the top maybe. Then it'll feed into these stations here, and that station there will have its external connections broken for now. I mean, this one's... Yeah, I mean, I did do a test where I broke this station off of the external lines and just hit pipe straight into that station. And this traffic was almost as bad as it is now, so most of this traffic is external, it's going to that station over there. Look at this traffic jam we got. This is one of the things I'm trying to avoid as well, is this little traffic jam that's forming here, by having the internal traffic on dedicated separate rails. Okay. It might be worth taking the bigger loan up. You know, take the 20. It gets us up to the starting point with that station. Now this is getting very close to the end of the episode, because I don't want to do too much and then say it worked or it didn't. So I think this one station should be our final one for the test. So the question is, where are we going to run this station from? Garbage piling up where? Where? Over here. Okay. And over here. And over here. Okay, it's definitely okay. It's definitely doing. You know what we could do? Something I did try out in a different save when I was playing around with some stuff. Give me. This probably won't help here, but it'll help in the grand scheme of things. Get these up to here. Okay, why did you do that? Nobody knows. Nobody likes you anymore. You would go to there. All right. And then use the tool for vehicle restrictions. And ban. That stops any cars from using these and any trucks. This is only for the garbage and the emergency vehicles. There we go. Full speed, on the go. Are all these vehicles in use? Yeah, all the vehicles are actually in use, so this should hopefully help them get into circulation over here. I mean, we've already got one vehicle there. Immediately we're taking advantage of that. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully that'll get them in place. I don't know if it will or not. And we have a garbage facility over here. And these ones, they're not even at full saturation, so they should be okay. It's just that the places are complaining. Is it actually at the saturation? Actually, they are getting close to saturation. 35, 40. Where's the big garbage one? Are they near saturation? They're nowhere near saturation, so we should be able to get them. They should be able to handle the garbage. Alright, anyway, let's get this last train line in place so we can see if it works or not. Can I also use the leveling tool here? Ooh. Largest, most powerful. Drop that down. We drop that down and keep the train stations as level as we can, basically. It will make life that little bit easier when placing stuff in the near future. There we go. Right, so train track. Oop, there's our first cargo vehicles going around. Now they're going to come up here and then pick a side, hopefully, so good. You climb as early as you can and get a nice move. There we go. Right, now where we're going to send you, you're going to go. And I feel we can actually take it straight off this one. This train station here, which has all the cargo problems. If we separate you from the outside world, you don't need to be doing outside traffic, right? Anymore, you're done with outside traffic. You are entirely done. You don't do any outside traffic anymore. And you don't get to feed that that station there either. There we go. You're still getting fed by the other stations, don't worry, but you're going to put your cargo over here via here. Alright, so just as much so they don't despawn all the vehicles while we're doing this, you are going to come across here and you're going to go underneath there. We might just connect it to that, just to get it through this area and then send you north. And then we'll feed you... Maybe from the top I feel like it would be better. But I would like to have you come in this way so we know you're a cargo train. This is too deep, basically, for what we're doing. But I'm kind of happy to leave it there it is. So bring you down, remove this, make it shorter. Doesn't need to be that long. That's probably best there. So take that across there, bring, and for let those cars get through. Ooh, don't pause. No, actually, not. Screw those cars. I was actually letting cars get through, but then unpausing would also make the train station despawn, so probably not the best. Oop. There we go. Right, and you would come this way to there, which then turn up there, and then we'll just use the flipping tool. Flip. There we go. And that should keep all that going there. Alright, back to train tracks. Now you're going to come down here, you can jump that road. There we go. And then what we're going to do... And turn you off there? Yeah. Turn you down... Actually, turn you down one full notch. And we'll turn down here, so it feels like we've got an extra gap there for more train tracks up here. Alright. You straight ahead. Now where are we going to meet you? Here. So bring that... Not enough money. Ooh. Okay, now that is a problem. Well, it'll despawn all these vehicles at least. That'll help out, right? We're making 17 grand, so we need to bring this across to here and bring it down and meet that. So let's start over here. So we'll take you. And... Oop, don't do that. Take you. We'll elevate you up straight away, coming out that tunnel. And then we'll take it to there before we do anything else. Now, where are we going? Going up there. We can just do a nice angle. Doesn't need to be a 90 degree, this one. Just needs to turn across here and get across these tracks if possible. We could just run straight across there. Doing a straight run might get across those. Let's try it. Can we get across there if we do a straight on track? There and then straight across. Ooh, the pillars are being spawned in, but we can do a turn here, so let's do a turn. There we go, and then if that track can come right across there into you, that'd be awesome. Let's pop that there. Good. It's a bit of a curve on it, but I would have preferred a straight track at that point, but too late now. Now where's your track there? Alright, so we'll have that locked in straight there. And then you can come across the meters. Now these being elevated are costing a lot more money, but I feel right now it's more beneficial to keep them straight. There we go. They're now connected. that should trigger you to start offloading cargo trains. And now these vehicles are all turning around because they think, I can't go that way. That's no, I'm not going to go that way. But now, look at that, the restarting, good. If this works, we should see this train station spawn a train. And then that train will go to the new cargo hub. And that new cargo hub will provide it. Now, it's not going to make this train station any faster, but it will make at least less throughput because it's not handling international traffic anymore. It's not handling imports and exports, which is good. It will just help out a lot that way. And hopefully reduce the amount of congestion on this line here. Because now it's on its own isolated, dedicated isolation lines. Alright. Also, it can bring goods in from the outside world via this line if it goes via the other train station, which is just, I'm hoping they don't do, basically, at this point in time. Given that they have the other stations over here they can keep using. Right. Oh, there we go. Right. So we're going to follow you and see where you go. Although we kind of know where you're going to go, but let's go. Oh, we're in parallel with the other train on our side as well. Straight through, and we climb, and then we go over the top of you. Bye, mate. See you later. And it's a slow climb up this hill, but it's worth it because once we get up this hill, we're on a level playing field all the way to the... We can actually go under that hill there, couldn't we? We might do that when we get some more money to build tunnels. Yes, we should. Alright, and then hopefully you get to a high speed run. You should get to a high speed run. It's not a high speed run. Maybe it's cargo train, it can't do high speed. Regardless, there's the turns, you can see them there. Autosave, thank you very much appreciated. I always find the autosave because of the time it saved my ass in the past. Make that turn, and then we come into the cargo train station. Alright, and then it pulls in. Now before it unloads, how much cargo did you actually have on you? 100% load. Okay, so this is the most a train station, into a train can handle. Out they come, jumping into their lanes, and off they go. Now what I'll probably do later on is I'll probably change the the roads here to be two-way. I don't know if that'll help a lot. It should do. But we'll change them to 2 lanes, 2 ways maybe, so they can get from this train station to that train station. There we go. Where are you going? Oh, so you're going into there because you can't figure out how to get across lanes normally. I don't know where you get going. Oh, you're heading to that train station. Right. Well, that's an interesting way of doing it. I thought you'd be able to drive straight across, but no, you can't. Huh. 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 Interesting. And there we go. Might have to deal with you in a little bit, and we can deal with you quite easy by putting these 2 stations lower down. Alright, so what we have here is this station as its spawn points in the opposite direction we don't want them in, so we'll just swap those around. And hopefully that takes effect. It does seem to have taken effect. Good, which means you probably have the same problem. Ooh, and we have garbage. This is one of the things I need to watch out for. Garbage over here is a problem, but we have the recycling centre. It does produce pollution, so you don't want to put you over here. 1 recycling building. 1 water pipe will be required. And a power cable most likely will be required as well. Up, over, down, and in. There we go. So you should be spawning garbage trucks. There we go. And that will keep this place empty. Well, pretty good overall, I think. There we go. Now we have trucks driving around here for fun. Look at them racing around. And we got trucks going into that station, coming into that station. Oh, it's glorious to see it in flow. Now, will it work? Will it congest up? We don't know yet. I'm pretty sure we'll find out soon. Soon being the obvious way of looking at the world. And we've got the first exporting vehicle there. Good. Alright, I think we've got some good stuff. And there goes the first return train. Perfect. I've seen a few trains come in while we've been busy. So that's at least 2 trains. There's a 3rd train coming in now. I mean, we should have trains on these tracks. There we go. Trains on the way in there. Perfect. We are getting traffic. This place now should be spawning new traffic all the time. How is it doing with this traffic over here? Still generating traffic, but not as much as it did, because some of this traffic is now going to the outside world. Alright, I think that might help this train station a bit. And this congestion we can see we have here, which is going that direction, which is this train station here, we have to do something with that one to help that one out, right? Oh god, these trains. You gotta actually get the cab as well. Boom, gone. Boom, gone. And you spawn immediately a new one. No, I'm going to get rid of all of your trains for now. There we go. That'll just help them get moving. And this one's going to get a bit busier now we've listened to the other one, but it should be okay. So also we've got passenger trains and freight trains on the same lines. We want to stop that if we can as well. Alright, well, I think we're overall pretty good. We've got this sorted out now. We can't do much about this overall until we get to the next stages. But we are getting a lot of congestion on these lines, and these need to be sorted. So we'll end up probably running 2 lines down here to run those. Look at that. That's definitely helped out here, though. And these cargo trains are definitely good. All right, let me know what you think of this new little cargo hub system we've got here with this thing. And we'll probably end up running maybe 2 lines up this way, and just separate out if we don't get congestion on them. This should be fine without congestion. And then this, how are we doing over here? This actually is running nice and busy, but not too big. I'll pause it for a moment because I want to do something in a moment after finishing recording. But anyway, let me know what you think about this layout overall, and we'll take a look. But anyway, comments in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!